So, anyway, folks, I've kind of entertained this idea. You might notice, I guess, as far as with the title, we do have applied into our gameplay here now the quality of life mod for this game. And let me tell you, I guess as far as some of the preliminary things that I guess I've checked out with this quality of life mod, it's phenomenal. One of the things I do like the most about it so far is the fact that we do have the ability now to repair drums. We can repair drum brakes and the drums on the brakes. That's just one of the many things. Also, probably another really huge benefit, we get to park more cars out here. This is one of the really cool things about it, and the fact that you can adjust these much the same as you would in your parking garage. So if you go to the parking garage, all these here, these are all the spots that are outside the garage, and they are marked, I guess, as far as of what spot they are. So by the office door, the pumps, so on and so forth. So we do have it. Also, what it does is it changes the generic names of the cars, I guess, as far as to the authentic. So the fact that our Hammer Doll is a, however they say that, I'm familiar with that one. But we got our Dodge Charger Daytona that we acquired there. We'll probably be working on that one today. And then our Hellcat is the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. We have that, where did we put that? Now that I think of it, hold on a second. Where's that bad boy? Okay, let me look at it again. So we got our C8, our Dodge Charger, an Oldsmobile. Oh, that one is, okay, so only the ones in the green here are the ones that I'll actually show. These 5 spots, and you can change a lot of this stuff in the config for this mod, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so having the car on the truck, I kind of felt that this was a nice touch, I guess, as far as, so like, whatever next car that we want to work on, we put there right on the rollback. And that's probably what we're going to be working on here today. The other thing I thought was pretty cool is the stance of the car, like it turns the wheels when you put it in this position. And so it's not, 100%, so it kind of changes the parking. The presentation. Oh, I left this door open. My bad. Yeah, so the fact that you can fully interact with these cars, even parked out here. So if you want to move them into the garage, you can do that. Pretty nice. Now, it is recommended, I guess, as far as that it is kept at no more than 5, I guess, as far as out here. Now, granted, I only have, you got your standard up there. We got 3 additional out here. We can put 2 more over here if we chose to. I just decided not to. I'm pissed it works for you. What do you mean? It doesn't work for you? Have you already tried it there, Jackdaw? It's not a very complicated install. Probably the one key thing is when you use, I forget what that thing is called, as far as the melon something or other. You need that proper version, I guess, as far as installed for the quality of life mod to work. So if you've installed the wrong one, obviously it's not going to work. That is what I read up on, and I had some experience with there. So just to kind of understanding as far as how that works. But yeah, so that's just a couple of the things so far that I find really neat. Some other things that we will find as we work on this Dodge Daytona. One of the things too that I kind of like is when you put stuff in the shopping list, and after you buy it, it removes it automatically, I guess, as far as from the list. So you don't have to manually go back through and say, like, yep, I already got that. It has the option in there to take it out. Now, the one flaw that I noticed with that is, say you ordered more than one part, and maybe you only ordered one part and you needed more than one in your based on your shopping list, it'll automatically delete it, so it cancels out, I guess, as far as whatever additional ones. So you just have to consciously know, I guess, as far as that you needed more than one. So other than that, the fact that it just takes it out of there after you buy it, it's pretty cool. In any case, we do got this working, and we're gonna get, I don't think I got anything in there, so we're clean out in the inventory. We're gonna get this guy into car wash. We're gonna work on this guy today. Let's move that over to, so yeah, as I was saying, it changes the generic names, I guess, as far as the authentic. Yeah, this one's definitely in rough shape. There's some other things that we'll notice, I guess, as far as with this quality of life mod that is pretty nice. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Is that counting that as a parking? Oh, I see. I see. So this is still counting it as being in the garage. Okay, so even though it's parked outside, that's interesting. That I did not take into account. That's fine. So what we can do, pick this guy. Come on now. We want to move the garage. I see. So these out here, even though they're parked out here, they're technically considered the parking garage. Even though they're just out here. I think it's kind of cool that it doesn't actually still let you interact with those. All right, let's get this thing washed and to see what this thing looks like. We know it's in rough shape, but so we bought it for $11,673. It's a junkyard fine. We already get a little bit of a profit, I guess, as far as even it stands. That's a positive. Let's move this over to the car wash. Give her a bath. Still looks like crap, but let's go ahead and get this over to lift day. Aw, yeah. We jamming. Okay. Where do we want to start here? I think we want to weld the frame. Let's weld the frame. So, let me see here. Let's go to that. This car is very toasty, at least for now. It's not going to be once we're done with it, though. That's Charger Daytona. So, frame, yep, that's jack. Let's go ahead and weld that bad boy. Not sure how much this one costs to do it. We're going to find out. We haven't done one of these before. So we're going to use it. $1,500 to weld it. All right. So we were at like $1,600 in profit. So this one's paying for that. I guess as far as to get it welded, that kind of cuts into it. So let's see how much we're worth now that we got the frame welded. We are now worth... That's not a bad turnaround. All right, we're in good shape. Good deal. Now... All right, we already got the frame welded. Let's go ahead and start taking body panels off. That's it. So that's shot. Some of this stuff is not going to be repairable, more than likely. That's repairable. Windshield, that's going to be trash. Let's get all the winders out. The body on this now is in really good shape now that we've got it welded. Alright. So is the wing or anything? The wing is solid. Tail lights. I don't know if these are repairable. Oh, this is one thing that's really nice too. I'm going to show you in a second. When you pull stuff out here, we have always tried to guess at what is repairable and what is not. When you go into your inventory now, it's going to tell you whether or not stuff is repairable. So this little wrench right here, when you see this icon, that lets you know that it's repairable. So there's no more guesswork as far as what that. Now, if obviously it's in the red, it's not going to show repairable. But if it is otherwise in a repairable part and it is within the zone to be able to repair it, it's going to show that little wrench. There's also an icon over on this side if you have something in the warehouse of the same nature that's in your inventory. So let's say you need to replace one of these panels. If you have something in the warehouse, it'll put an icon over here to let you know there's something in the warehouse. So really cool features, I guess, as far as this quality of life mod. So these two are repairable. The tail lights are not. The fender's repairable. All right, so let's go get this over to the repair table. You glad you said something? Yeah. Otherwise, we could have gone the whole stream with no channel points. One of the other things the quality of life mod does is it moves the engine crane into this room instead of out there. So that's another thing. I don't know why, but I never had a problem with it being out there, but it's been moved in here instead. Probably the one coolest thing that I do love, I guess, about this is the fact that we can actually, and it counts too, I guess, as far as being able to repair drum brakes. I've made such a complaint, I guess, as far as with, that really should have been made base game, to repair that. But, we might be able to get the option, I guess, as far as to, repair them on this car, so we'll have to see. We are gonna need a door. Kind of wondering if I want to put all these parts on the car right now or wait till later. I guess I can put them on now. I guess I could do that. So we need a door. We're gonna need two doors, but We'll get all the glass. Did I get the other glass out of there? I don't think I did. Hold on. Well, that must have been missing. I'm only seeing one glass there. Yeah, it didn't have a hood on it. Okay, we need headlights. Okay, I think that's about. Now if we go to our tablet, go to here, go to this guy. All right, let's make sure. So I put 2 right doors in there, I only need 1. Obviously. So if we go to this, now let's see how this works now. So when we choose this, it goes to that. We only need 1. Hey, yeah, Poke Seal's working. Yeah, it didn't work there as far as when we initially started up there, but welcome in there, Poker Trainer. So yeah, if you watch this, I'll buy the 1. Now obviously it said 2, I had 2 chosen, but you go like this. Now if you go to the shopping list, it's not there anymore. So it immediately takes it out. So it only took the 1 out of there, I noticed here, but I can go ahead and manually take that out. Interesting. So what it does is it checks to see if you've ordered the same number in the store that you actually had in the shopping list. So it still kept the 1 on there. So that's kind of nice. So again, like, that kind of goes against what I tried earlier, because it's like, once I ordered one of them instead of the same number. So maybe I adjusted something in the config, I don't remember. There's a lot of adjustability in that config for this mod, which is kind of nice. So we need the rear bumper. I'm just babbling, and I needed to store the stuff. So that took that out. Tail light. Oh, that's going to be in the, yeah, okay, the other store. Never mind. So some of these stuff are going to be in the tuning store. So probably that one too. Yep. Okay, no problem. So the stuff that's going to be in the tuning store. So the windshield, that's in here. That should take that out. Good deal. So we got our hood. That's in here. That took that out. And then we got our right headlight. Okay, so all the tail lights and headlights are going to be in the tuning body shop. Okay. That's going to be in this guy. Okay, we'll get those. So now we got left tail light. Yep. Took that out. Right tail light. Yep. Took that out. Wait, did I have 2 of them in there? I must have. Must have put 2 of them in there by mistake. So I already got Poker Trainer blowing it up. Just press buttons until it works. Except that button. Yeah, that button, definitely don't want to do that button. So did I get a right one already? Hold on a second. Gotta see what the heck I got in here now. So I got a left and right tail light. I must have put 2 of those in there by mistake. So I do have those. I got the rear bumper. Okay, just making sure. So I must have had an extra one in there by mistake. Alright, let's go back to here. So this one I don't need. And then our left headlight. Okay, that should be everything. Now if we go back to our shopping list, we'll see that it's empty. Nice. Good deal. Let's put the parts on. Now we'll get the whole car painted, I guess, as far as post-spec. What the heck, man? Should have had a right fender. What the heck happened there? Somehow I didn't get a right fender for some reason. Alright, let's put that on the shopping list. Dag nabbit. So we gotta go back to this store. Come on, there you go. Go to there, shopping list. Right fender. Guess I didn't get the right fender. Let's get the right fender. Not the wrong fender, the right fender. Know what I'm saying? Working on today a Dodge Daytona. Charger Dodge Daytona. Welcome in there, Heavy. Today kicked my booty. So right now we're just about 6,000 into it. 6,000 credits into it to get these new parts onto it. As far as the glass and the door body panels and such. Alrighty then. Right. Pretty good shape. We're just kind of keeping track, I guess, as far as how much we're spending. I bought it from the shop, not the shopping. Is that what I did? I'm a dummy. So when I went in there, I guess as far as, I don't know. I guess I did. In all other cases, I just need to slow it down. I guess I'm just trying to show too much. Look at, we're already worth 15,000, I guess, as far as it sits right now without doing anything else. we're already worth more than I guess as far as when we bought it for. Not that we're selling this thing, but if we were to want to, I guess as far as just gotta keep track of our value. Alright, I'm not sure if these have different size tire in the back than the front, but what I do want to do is get the engine pulled. Slow and steady wins the race, you betcha. Now the fact that we got this Daytona here, it kind of gives you the ambition, if you will, I guess, as far as to just want to go fast, because it's a fast car. All right, let's get this out. It'll let me. Why is it not letting me? I want to take the drive shaft out. Thank you. There we go. All right, let's get this engine pulled. And we're gonna might not even have any oil in it, because there's no oil pan. That'd be a probably good indication there's no oil in it. It doesn't have a starter. That's not a big deal. We'll go ahead and take the transmission off. Okay. So we're missing all the exhaust. And she's pretty stripped out, I'll tell you that. We're gonna make her better. So let's go ahead and yank that motor out. Let's yank the motor out. So for the most part, it's a good base, I guess, as far as for this thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get the... Now, it's going to take me to get used to, I guess, as far as the crane usually over there. Now it's over in this room. You're going to see me probably slip on that, I guess, as far as a few times, getting used to that. I'm not really sure why that was moved, like I said, but that's where it is now. That's its new home. Alright, engine's out. We're going to go ahead and pull this out. Not a whole lot left in here. You can repair this base, probably. Yep. So that base can be repaired. Good deal. We'll get to fixing up the front end. Let's get this engine on the stand. We got to ask it some questions, so we got to put it on the stand, you know. So let's do this. Slap her on there. And we're off to the races. So it looks like the block might be in good shape. Might be in good shape. That clutch bearing is not, that's for sure. Now we have several parts to build a 440 Hemi in the warehouse, so we'll be able to tell this, I guess, as far as once we so let's pull this off for example. This I should have in the warehouse. So if that's bad, which is nope, that's repairable. So if we go into here, we can see right there's the icon. It tells me that there is one in the warehouse if we need it. We do have one of these in the warehouse if we need it. We do have one of these in the warehouse if we need it. It's also repairable. So this is all part of that quality of life mod for that. So it takes a lot of the guesswork on whether or not it's repairable, or let alone you got something in the warehouse. I already let you know that. It's kind of cool. So you check the buffer bearing and the spark plug oil level. Yeah. We're gonna make sure to check out the blinker fluid too. Don't forget about the blinker fluid. Yeah, this is what I like about these engines. It's got the roller rockers on it. You don't have the individual rockers on it. Oh, got a rusty bolt. This is definitely really cool, I guess, about this engine, I guess, as far as with the roller rockers. It's still got the push rods, of course. Still considered a push rod engine. That's hence the rockers. Rockers and rollers. Take apart this valve train. We'll probably get all new push rods there. Okay. I'm gonna work, yeah, let's work on this side. So this cover was missing. Don't have that cover. Oop, another rusty bolt. Not a good thing as far as we got rusty bolts in your valve train. So you like that? I guess as far as letting you know it has either repairable or in the workshop. I definitely like that a lot. I like it a lot. So that's just a few things so far, I guess, as far as with this quality of life mod. Let's see, I guess we got to take off the carburetors. Yeah. Oop, got a few rusty bolts on there. So we're missing one carburetor altogether, which we should have most of these all in the warehouse. So this is going to be the 6-pack 440. And it's the 3 carburetors with 2 barrels each. That's the 6-pack. So we're missing some parts off the distributor. Yeah, this thing was parted out pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Rusty bolt. Okay, that's off. Let's see, what are we missing here? Oh, sparkulators. We gotta take the sparkulators out. Yep, get that out of there. Only had 1 spark plug on this side. That's crazy. Only 1 spark plug in it. Somebody needed them worse than this one did, that's for sure. Engine block is looking really good. That should be repairable. That's a good thing. So only 2 spark plugs on this side. Only 3 spark plugs in its overall. That's crazy. Remember, from the battery, it's red to black and black to red. Right. Yeah, don't try that at home. And flip the fuses. I don't know if that's a good idea there, Poke Trainer. I don't think that's a good idea. Alright, we need this arm off. Water pump. That's repairable. Timing cover. I think we got a lot of this stuff in the warehouse too. We got a lot of stuff to build a brand new Hemi. That one's shot. Okay. Timing chain. Cam gear. Cam itself. Good deal. Crank. Okay, we got to work on the bottom end now. Let's flip this around. And I went the wrong dang way. Son of a gun. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? So we got no rod caps on this thing. Oh, yeah, we do. Hold on. We're missing a lot of rod caps, though. Not all of them are accounted for. So let's get all of those off. Yeah, we got a couple of them got rod caps. These pistons look pretty burnt. They're definitely pretty burnt. They got a lot of burntness to them. There's another raffle. The fuses don't matter. They're direct flow, just to make sure they're the right amp. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work out for you when you try it that way there, Poke Trainer. I just wonder sometimes. Yeah, a lot of these pistons are burnt. We're going to end up replacing these. These should be the Hemi pistons. Yeah, we're going to replace... Yeah, all these are bad. Holy crap. Yeah, those pistons are bad. So we can get this out. We got to take the 1 crank bearing that's holding in place. Rusty bolt. And yeah, only 1 crank bearing holding it in. That's crazy. Alright, now we can pull this off. Let's go ahead and rotate it. Okay, and we yank her off. Engine block is repairable. Good deal. So if we look into our inventory, we can see we got one of these in inventory if we need it. We got a timing cover in inventory in the warehouse. We got pistons in the warehouse. We got sparkulators. We got heads. Aw, yeah. So especially with this being red. Now this will show that icon regardless if it's red or not. Just to let you know that you do have something in the warehouse. We do have that exhaust. We already showed that. The transmission. The crank. Now, granted, some of these are repairable, so we're going to repair what we can over at the repair bench. So it doesn't necessarily mean we have to get it from the warehouse even if we have it. If it's repairable, we're going to want to have it repair it first, just like that. So that's still normal. That's repairable. Clutch plate. And the exhaust manifold. Now we had one of those in the warehouse. Now we're missing a carburetor completely. I forget which one. I think it's one of the B's. One of the B's we're missing. The C is the middle one, I think. I forget how it goes. I forget how it goes again. So there's 2 of one and 1 of the other. That's how it gets the 6-pack signification. So that head's repairable. Hit it again. Water pump. Rod caps. We only had like, what? 2 of them in there? That was crazy. 1 crankshaft bearing. Yep, hit it again. Polish it right up. Crank is good. Oh, nasty. We had one in the warehouse though, so I'm not gonna worry about it. That sucks though. There was a lot of red on that one. Engine block. That was a lot of red on that crank. Ouch, that hurt a little bit. I'm glad that we do have one in the warehouse though. Okay, good deal. All right, so if we look in here, that crank that I just busted, where'd it go? Where'd the crank go that I just busted? Oh, did I pass it? Where did I? There it is. No, that's the. Well, those are not repairable? That's crazy. Yeah, we don't have the wrench there. We're gonna have to get new ones of those. Nothing in the warehouse. Carburetors. Where'd that crank go? The crank. Oh, there it is, right there. And it shows we do have one in the warehouse. So even though we did bust it mistakenly and accidentally, we do have one in the warehouse. You know, it take me as someone getting pissed. You know, I've said it before. I'd rather get pissed on than be pissed off. I don't know if that's even any better, but I guess I'd rather be pissed on than pissed off. I don't even know if that's a good thing to say either. But so we want to go to the warehouse. We're going to sort this by name, and we do have a crank. Whoops, I think I passed it. Now, one thing I do kind of wish there was with this, I know it's probably asking too much, but like if you do have something in the warehouse that you could kind of check mark it like you do in the shopping list to be able to find it in the warehouse, because if you got a lot of stuff in the warehouse, you know, the fact that it even let you know that there is something in the warehouse, you can always do the search too. We do need a crank though, so the crank is right. One wasn't, no. Oh, here's the Hemi. So with one of these here. So we do have 2 of them actually. So the icon only shows that if you have at least 1. But if you got more than 1, obviously you'll be able to tell this way. So we'll grab that. Need that right away. Okay, so that's good to go. Now let's go ahead and get this engine that we were just refurbished back on the stand. We got to ask it some more questions, so we got to put it back on the stand. Part mount and engine block. Ta-da! It's all fixed up. Now, get this crank back in here. Brand new crank. And flywheel, we're probably gonna need a new one of those. Yep. Want to be more fly on this deal. And I'm pretty sure I do not have one in the warehouse. And I can check now about actually going to the warehouse by going like this. No icon. So if we had an icon here, we would have one in the warehouse. So we got to buy one of those. Takes a lot of the guesswork out. Gotta love it. All right, so we got to go back to this store. So when you talk about quality of life, that's definitely a very good quality of life change to this thing. So we got this one we got repaired. Pressure plate, nope. And if we look in our warehouse, we have nothing in the warehouse. We have to order one. So I'm going relatively stock on this thing here. I'm not going to do performance parts. That's kind of the approach I like to take, I guess, as far as initially, and just kind of see what we have and then kind of go from there. Pressure plate. Okay, we're going to have to buy a bearing too. See, it took it out. Beautiful. Love that so much. We are going to need to get a clutch bearing once we get this in. Just so excited about this thing. So when I started striking out, I was like, man, this is gonna be cool to kind of show this stuff off. That clutch bearing, not too bad a price. Takes it out of the list. That's a good deal. All right, so that's all buttoned up on that end. We do have some pistons. I don't know if I have all 8, but we'll check in the warehouse. So we don't have one of these in the warehouse, so the cam. Let me sort this by name. Yeah, let's do this. Why did it do it that? Oh, okay, I see. So camshaft, I do not have one in the warehouse, so we gotta order one of those. It's kind of nice. It kind of eliminates having to go back and forth. Yeah, buddy. So camshaft, we do need to order one of those out of the list. Good deal. Slap that puppy in there. Make sure you lube it up. So we got a cam gear. That we're gonna need to buy a new one. I know I don't have one of those in the warehouse. Don't usually stock up on those types of things. Oh, yeah, it's not what I wanted. I want to go to the store. Cam gear. Whoop. Slow goes it. Slow wins the race. Racer Batman. Ooh, not a good one. So the fact that you only do that 1%, you're playing it safe. You're playing it safe. Don't forget about the being able to administer a shot or even scold the bot. That is something that's relatively free. You can only do it. It's got a cooldown on it, but feel free to do that. It'll give you 100 units of fluid per redeem on that. So we do need to order one of these. And let's go to tablet. Time chain. Out of the list. Good deal. So just out of curiosity, I want to see something here. So timing chain. See, I wanted to make sure. So it's that icon. So we do have a timing cover. So that one was shot. That was the one we took off. So we do have one in the warehouse. Just to kind of confirm. So if we want this timing cover, we got to go to the warehouse and go get it. And so in here, we should have timing cover. Where'd that timing cover at? Just look for the orange parts, right? All I gotta do is look for the orange parts. There we go. Very distinct color. Alright, let's get that slapped on. Okay, bolt her in. She's looking good already. She's looking mighty fine. So we did refurbish the water pump. Hobbit says, I don't mind if I do. As far as the scold and to give yourself a shot. Now that is per user that it's on a cooldown, I guess, as far as so per user. So just because one user uses it doesn't mean it's completely on cooldown. You do have a chance at that. So this one we're gonna have to buy a new one. I know I don't have any of these, I'm pretty sure. Now that's probably something also would be really nice, is if it would show you. I don't think that does that as far as to put the icon on that picture. That I haven't noticed. So for example, I know I have one of these in the warehouse, but it doesn't show the icon for that here. Right? So if I go here in this inventory and then look up ignition distributor, it's going to show I have one in the warehouse. So it only will show you that icon when you go to your inventory. It's not going to show you in the big picture, just as far as while you're putting the thing together. You always got to check the inventory just as far as to be able to see that you do have one. So it's not a terrible thing, but you know, it's kind of a nice if it was in there. So it kind of adds to that. So it's not applied to the picture, it's just to the inventory. So now I need, when I say ignition, I gotta go back this way. Wait, why did it resort that by condition? The hell? Give that by name, damn it. Screwing me up there. So it's ignition distributor. I don't know why that resorted that. So ignition distributor, which is right here. Yeah, so we're gonna go over here. Yeah, this one kept that. I don't know why that switched. I don't know. That's weird. So it keeps that this is here. So as long as you don't go to like another map, like go to the drag strip or something like that, it'll keep this all sorted. It's not until you leave the garage. So the fact that it seemed to resort that, I don't know, maybe something I pushed. Anyway, ignition distributor. When you're in the inventory anyway. So ignition. I'm just trying to feel out this quality of life thing. So we got one of these right here. This one's actually a B. That's a 2-star. That's interesting. We'll take that one right there. For now. Let's get that put in. Yeah, so when I'm in the inventory this way, see, it's by name. So for some reason, it restarted it by condition. I'm going to keep an eye on that one there and see when it does that. Yeah. Okay, so let's do part mount, distributor. We got to refurbish the rotor, and I think we need a cap. We're totally missing a cap. Yep, we didn't have one of those. So I don't think. Let me try something here. So if we're totally missing something, so ignition. So when we don't have it in our inventory, right? You know, we don't have the part at all, I guess, as far as even in our inventory. I want to try something here. So I just put that on the shopping list, right? Where's that shopping list? So I put that on the shopping list. This one right here, see this number? This tells me that I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them. That's what that 3 means. I think that's what that is. So if I go to the warehouse, I should have 3 of them in the warehouse. So even if you don't have the physical item, if I've got it selected on the shopping list, it will tell me, I guess, as far as I have 3 of them apparently in the warehouse. Let's see how true that is. So ignition right there. So I got 1, 2, 3. So that's a nice little added feature, I guess, as far as to this thing. If you do put it on the shopping list, even if you don't physically have the item, and you go in here, I gotta remember how I did that now. So the shopping list, that's what I need. So if you go into your shopping list, like this, it's gonna tell you have 3 that's in your warehouse. And we just confirmed that, I guess, as far as there is 3 in the warehouse. So just so that you don't go buying stuff, I guess, as far as that you already have in the warehouse. So there you go. That's kind of a nice little feature. So if we go to our warehouse again, go to ignition. Now, again, like I've already said before, what would be kind of cool is if we got it on the shopping list, it says we got 3. If we come into the warehouse and you click on the item that you actually needed from the shopping list, it would actually just go to it in your warehouse, just like it kind of does in the store. I'm not mad that it's not there, but it would be kind of cool if it was. So this is repairable yet. Interesting. Yeah, so it's got the wrench on there that those are repairable. They're not at 100% either. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, we need ignition, cap. So that's one of these guys. Now we have 2 left. Now, if we go into here, once again, it'll show that I have 2 left. Because I took 1. Right? So it doesn't completely take it out of the list there. Now, if I put it on, let me see what this does. I haven't checked this far yet. So if we put it on the car, does it actually take it off the shopping list? Now, does it actually take it off the list? I might have to get completely out of it. I just want to see if it completely takes it off the list. It does not. So I don't know if there's a thing in the configuration for that or not, as far as like when we mount the part, that it would take it off there. So yeah, I'm going to look into that to see if it will. Because that would be kind of nice, I guess, as far as to be able to have that. So once we apply the part there, obviously we're not going to need another one. So we can just take that out of there. But the fact that it still shows the 2 in there. I have to look at that configuration a little bit closer just to see what's going on with that. Alright, so we got all that in there. We need the clips. Okay, so let's go to the clips. Go to part mount. We're going to need these clips. We need 2 of those. Now again, if we go into here, shopping list, I do remember, right? This thing was pretty well parted out when we picked it up in the junkyard. Okay. Now, I don't think I have one of these in the warehouse. Let's double check. So we check our list. So yeah, that exhaust we do have. So once again, so air filter base. I'm gonna look in the warehouse just to make sure. It's not showing me a number. So air filter base. I may not have one of those. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I need to put this in the list. So it's just air filter base. Yeah, I might not have one of those. So it would show up right on the front here. And nope, doesn't seem like I have one of those. Okay. No problem. We'll have to order that from the store then. There we go. And we'll slap that puppy on. Okay, now 446 back. Whoops, dang it, got out of there too early. Getting too click happy. So part mount. Let's see if I got one of those in the list. It's not showing me a number. I don't know. On these 440s here, I'm gonna have to just look manually because I totally do have one. It's a 3-star. So yeah. I don't know if it's just with this 440 or we're gonna have to play around with this here to see. I'm really thinking it's probably because the name of the deal, the name of whatever it is we're putting on the list is just too long and it can't show the number. That's what I'm guessing is going on there. Alright, so this cover. Let's see if we got this. So we already got the Commander Toyota. So air filter cover, not showing me a number. Let me double check in the warehouse just to make sure. So what is kind of neat in a way, as far as like if you do have a certain number, I guess as far as of items in the shopping list, and you don't buy that same number, it still keeps it in there based on how many you still need to buy. So that is kind of nice. And when it comes to buying stuff from the store anyway, for the warehouse, a little bit different story. That is definitely a little bit different story. Not totally a bad thing, but it's just something to get used to, I suppose. Definitely helps a lot when you're ordering stuff from the store. So we only had one good one of these. We're gonna have to buy 7 of these. Yep, that one's no good. So let's go ahead and buy 7 more of these. So if I go to tablet, that, rod caps. We need 7. Now obviously I only put 1 in there, but the fact that if I can consciously know, I guess as far as I gotta buy 7, it's not a big deal. That's still pretty much the same as it always been. You don't necessarily have to put all of them you need to buy, I guess as far as in the shopping list. As long as you know you gotta buy a certain number, then that's all you need to put is just the 1. So that's still not changed. That's still pretty much the same as it was before. Okay, I did get all those crank bearings in there. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So the crank is all nice and set. Now we can put all our rod caps in. Kind of chilling out here, you know. Kind of settling out. We're trying to get, we're getting used to it, I guess, as far as a little bit. I don't know if I got one of these in there. Do I have, whoopsie. Do I have one of these in the, no, I don't want to buy one if I have one. Hold on a second. I do have one. See, now the fact that this one is smaller name, and it doesn't have to scroll, it shows the number, right? So I'm thinking that's probably part of the problem with that, because as far as I will have to look in the configuration there if there's something to adjust in that, possibly. Okay, so we do have that oil pan. So that's going to be under the O's. There's the oil pan. We have just the 1. And it's a 2-star. Nice. Cool. You might have got that from a barn find or junkyard find, possibly. I don't remember. Doesn't let me know that, but it is a 2-star. Okay, so we got a mixture of some 3-star parts, so some are 1-star, some are 3-star. This is a 2-star. That's going to add some value, I think, to the engine itself. So I think this engine is done. Got the fuel filter on it. Everything else is good. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip that. Alright, and let's go ahead and pull it off of there. Boop. And that should be in our inventory now. There's the engine. All done. Cool. So now we need to work on the front end of this dude. Go ahead and lift her up and get these all... Get all the front parts of the front end taken care of. Aw, yeah. We'll take both of these off. Holy rusty bolts. I think these rims are probably going to be shot. We'll probably have to get some new rims for it. If I had to guess, these rims are probably not repairable. And I'm guessing those are probably 14-inch, if I had to guess. They look a little bit smaller than a 15, but we'll find out. Okay, pads, hubcap, road. Let's go ahead and get this engine put in. Drop her down. Okay, so we're gonna need our crane. Move that over to okay. And let's slap that puppy in. Whoop, and there's our engine. Ta-da! Looks nice in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and move that over. Going to keep it or sell it? I'm thinking initially we're gonna keep it. Yeah, because we don't have one of these. It might be a nice keeper. Especially if we get the livery that I'm thinking for this in here, as far as to have the nice racing stripe across the back. I got something we can try all in and out. Okay, so I think let me button up the bottom end. It gets as far as getting the drive shaft and all that in, gearbox, all that good stuff. Yeah. Okay, gearbox. Got that refurbished. Now, I didn't have a starter on this thing, so we're going to need to buy one of those probably. I don't think I have one in the warehouse, but let's put it on the list. Let's check and see. I do not, so we got to go ahead and order that from the store. Tablet, and we need to go to this store. Starter, yep. Okay, it's out of the list. Slap her in. Okay, now drive shaft. We got that. Ooh, yeah, that's bad. So we'll go ahead and order a new one of those. Gonna go back to this store. Drive shaft. There we go. How are we doing money wise? So 341. We had 354. So we're what? 14,000 into it. Thereabouts. 14,000 credits into it. By my quick math. Not too shabby, considering what we've had to replace. Okay, so all that's done. I think I have these in the warehouse. Double check. See, it's scrolling on it. So front exhaust section. Yeah, I'm gonna look and see if I do have this in warehouse. I may have that. It's not giving me a number, but I think I might have those. So front section, it's gonna be under F. Yep, see, I got them right here. So again, I think that's just with the nature of the name just being too long. You can't show the number of what you got in the warehouse. That's about all. So if you're completely missing it, like we are on this deal, you still gotta kind of know, I guess, as far as whether or not to, what to look for in your warehouse, I suppose. Oh yeah, I gotta do the rear end. See, you're already thinking ahead of me. I'm gonna probably have to take that back off. At least I got the new one, because the one we had was bad. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why you do that to me? Let's go like this. There, that's better. All right, let's get these in. That should do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that back off. At least we got the new one, because the one we had was bad. So middle mufflers, I know I don't have any of those, I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. That's a totally different pipe. Hold on. Hold on. What do I got in here? So I got... check my shopping list. Boop. So, yeah, didn't take that out. So the mid muffler, I know I pretty much need that. Nothing in the warehouse. I need this pipe as well. That. 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 Okay, so let me double check. We need 2 middle mufflers and 2 of those. Alright. And from the looks of this here, we don't have any of those in the warehouse. I'm going to check on this front exhaust pipe, though. OHVA. So let me double check that in the warehouse. I think it's one of those deals where it's not going to show me the number because the name being too long. So front exhaust. I may not have any. I just want to make sure. Nope. So that's a C, and I needed an A. So that's confirmed, I guess, as far as I don't have those. Okay. Good deal. Didn't hurt to check. Did not hurt to check. All right, let's go this way. So we need 2 middle mufflers. That's out, and then we need 2 of these. Good deal. Let's get those in at least. Stop zooming me out so far. Hey, when it does that. So do that. Whoa, what are you doing? No, I don't want that. Wrong part. Okay, so middle muffler. Good deal. You know, I haven't really paid attention, I guess, as far as whether or not there's a different sound to the car, not having a complete exhaust system. I might just leave it that way, just to kind of see it sounds, and then put the full exhaust into it, just to see if it is a different sound to it. But yeah, that's something I always wondered, if there is a different sound. I never really paid attention up until now. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this drive shaft. At least we did get the new one, like I said. Why is it not letting me take that out? What the heck you doing, man? Okay, walk away. Whoop, there we go. Just being silly. Won't let me take it out. It's like, no, this is my new home. You can't take me out. I always feel like, in reality, as far as leaving the exhaust like this, or just like straight off the header, you know, kind of like a cherry bomb type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so we got all that in. Let's do rear end stuff. Let's put these. We're gonna get these some new front end tires here. So let's get these tires for the front taken apart. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we got here. I think these rims are probably not going to be salvageable. Probably not. Nope, so that one's not. That was to be expected. So separate. This one's probably not either. Probably have to get new ones. Yep, both rims are shot. So what we'll do... two new ones in these. So they are 14-inch like I thought. That was a pretty good guess, wasn't it? 14 inches. It just kind of looked that way. So tires... Where are the tires at? They are 14-inch. We don't have any 14-inch at all in the warehouse. Let's get 215/75. I might go a little bit lower profile on it than the 75. I might do like a 45 or 55. I don't like quite that much sidewall on the front, at least anyway. But we will go with the 215 wide. Might not be a bad idea. Okay, how are we looking there? I don't dislike it. Seems to fill in the fender well a little bit more. Take a look at it from this side. I don't hate it, that's for sure. Definitely very noticeably bigger diameter tire as far as the rim in comparison to the back. Okay. Probably gonna get a really weird stance. Let's get it on the ground and see what that looks like. Whoop, I gotta step back here and see. I really don't hate it. I don't hate it. I have to admit. I don't hate it. What do y'all think? I guess as far as, it's very different, I guess, as far as have, now we could probably step it down and go like 17-inch rim, but that profile tire just to give it a little bit more of a drop down on the front. But I don't hate this, that's for sure. I don't hate it. Y'all can be the judge though. Okay, let's see if we can do some tests on this while we're pondering that. Hey, look at that. So we didn't miss anything. Goes right into the test. That's a good sign. Okay, we know everything's going to be green there because that's already done. Let's do the fuel pressure test. Or put 20-inch on the back. See, I don't know if I want to do that. I could, just to kind of balance it out. Lower profile tire on the back. So yeah, we could do much the same in the back as far as to put the same width on it, same diameter rim, but then a lower profile tire. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. All right, let's do electrical. Get this all on record that we're all in good shape. So we got kind of a mixture of 3-star, 1-star, and 2-star parts on this engine. That's going to add a little bit more value, I guess, as far as to it at the end of the day. Okay, I think that's all the tests we can do. Yeah, we don't have an OBD, but yeah, we're good. Good deal. How much are we worth now, I guess, as far as in this condition? Woo, baby. Nice. We got it for $11,673. No performance parts. Almost $70,000 that we're worth now. This in that condition. Not too shabby. I was kind of hoping maybe a little bit more, but yeah, Jackdaw, you might be onto something where we could put the 20-inch rims in the back, but do a lower profile tire. Yeah, let's try that. Let's humor that idea. I kind of like the thicker sidewall, I guess, as far as on the back. I guess that was the only reason why I didn't think of that. I like the really thick meats, I guess, as far as in the back, as far as sidewall and width. So I don't hate, I guess, as far as that size of tire in the back. What I might necessarily want to play with as far as just going a smaller diameter on the front. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. That's a nice compromise in between the 14-inch with the thicker profile as opposed to the 20-inch with the same profile as this one. It looks a little bit more balanced in that regard. Plus it'll give it that stance in the front. Let's get it all the way to the ground. See how it looks look this way. Yeah, I can live with that. I think like that. So it gives it a little bit more of a drop in the front. Having the 17-inch over the 20-inch rims. I kind of like that. I like this one a lot better. Excuse me. Alright, so we already got all the tests done. We got to think of a color on this thing now. Now, I know it had already been mentioned previously, I guess, as far as doing the blue. Doing the blue on it. And I'm kind of a big fan of that myself. Let's see what other things that are not 100% on this thing. So we did most of the body panels, all that good stuff. Ooh, so we got our seats are not in good shape. Let's replace those guys. I'll play around with some colors. Yeah, it does look pretty good. I like that. It's got that drag look to it. We only put the one seat in it. You know, just to kind of give it more of that drag look. Yeah, Yes, that one. Alright, let's do paint car. See if we can find that. So the factory color, we don't want to stick with that one. So I'm thinking like this. So this or that, right? Probably this one right there. Yeah? I think that's the one. That's the color. Now, I got another livery to put on this thing here that might look pretty slick. Why is that tire still jacked like that? Is that the quality of life mod doing that? Or is where it's turning the tire? I guess so. Just parks it that way. Alright, let's paint it. It's going to be gloss. Let's do it. Now, I might have screwed up. I should have probably used that livery. It might cost me another grand. So let's go to here. And got the racing stripes there. That's not the one I was thinking. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, it's going to be another grand to change that out. My bad. I should have probably checked that out before. So 2. What's the difference on that one? No. No. Where's the one that puts it on the back there? Oh, there it is. That's the one I was thinking of right there. Daytona. So does it have... is it just the one? Magnum livery. Tempest. No, we don't want that. Don't want that. So I guess it's just going to be white. I was hoping maybe it would give me an option to do it black. But I guess it's only going to be white. Interesting. I'm not totally disappointed with the white. If this was in black, that would be really cool. Can I change? Probably not. Nope. Ooh, we can actually change that too. Ooh, I like that color blue. That looks pretty sick. Yeah, so other than being able to put the black Daytona on the back, that's the only downside. I don't dislike the white. I think it would look cooler with the black. But apparently it's only the white. So let's go ahead and repaint that. So I kind of made a boo-boo. I should have did the livery before. That should work though. There we go. We got one Dodge Charger Daytona. Close that out. She looked good. Yeah, she turned out really nice. We gotta take this over to the dyno and see what we get out of this thing. You'll be able to be a screamer. Well, it's a 446 pack, so and no performance parts. So let's move it over to the dyno and see what we got there. And it looks really good in this this light. I don't know. I guess that kind of shows pretty good, I guess, as far as with the Daytona on the back. I think so. Alright, let's do a dyno. Put my flapping. Oh, we're missing the drive shaft. My bad. Yep. So, alright, so we got the mufflers in. Now let's see if we can dyno it. Welcome back there, Jackdaw. I didn't say that already. Trying to get this darn thing dyno now. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Let's move it over to dyno. Alrighty then. Oh wow, that's a different view. I guess as far as than we've seen in this one here. So this is definitely a quality of life mod. It changes the view, I guess, as far as in the background. So rather than seeing the chart just on the screen here, it shows the car. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Might get a little noisy. That's actually a pretty cool view on that, I guess, as far as I like seeing the dyno in action, I guess, as far as that way. So we got all the power that we can out of this thing. 361, that's our base power for Class D, so not bad. Not bad for starters. We did good, I guess, as far as getting all the maximum power that we can on the base level, at least, anyway. So let's go do the wheel alignment now. Let's move this over to here, test path, and wheel alignment. Let's see how out of whack this thing is. Holy mackerel! Good grief, son. Definitely need to fix that up. Yeah, she was a little bit out of whack. Let's get her straightened up. There we go. All nice and straight. And close. Good deal. Okay, so we're got her all straightened up. Try taking her over to strip now and see what she can do. Got her all drag tested. Good deal. Alrighty then, let's do some one-on-one. So we're only in a Class D. See what kind of thing we can do here on the quarter mile. So we get to go against the Chevrolet Nova SSO. Again, with this quality of life mod, it changes all the generic names, I guess, as far as to the authentic. The fact that these are Chevy Nova, as we know it. It does have an option in the config that I've noticed that you can turn that off. If you want, if you're used to, I guess, as far as the generic names, you can definitely do that. I kind of like this way, if I'm being honest. This is a pretty good matchup here, I guess, as far as we got Vintage Race on there. We got a Hemi 446 pack against a V8 overhead valve. See what we can do with this guy. I don't know if I like this wood grain steering wheel, if I'm being honest too. Oh, look at the gauge on this thing. That's crazy. As far as in the hood. I don't know if I like the oh wow, it changes that. I don't know if I like that. Oh, so the quality of life mod changes that camera view. Oh, okay, I see it. Actually, I don't know if it adds one. Hold on a second. There's this one. There's this one. And there's this one. Interesting. Okay. Good deal. Alright. See what this car can do. Oh my god, that gearing. I don't like the gearing on this one. It's gonna need a performance trans. Yeah, I definitely don't like the gearing on this one. We did sleep there quite a bit there, but yeah, that gearing on that's horrible. Horrible. We're gonna probably gonna put a performance transmission in this one at least. Let me do another one here just for giggles. Oh, we get to go against a Mercedes-Benz inline 6. Oh, come on now. If this thing beats us, we ought to be ashamed of ourselves. Let's try this out though. Yeah, I think I want to change. What is this view? The heck? No, we want this view. That does look pretty good though, I guess, as far as the stance on that. I do like it. I do kind of like that. Alright, now hopefully this Benz, if this Benz beats us, yeah, we're definitely in trouble. It sounds good with the mufflers on it. I definitely want to take them off there and see what kind of sound we get without them on there. But at least that Benz didn't beat us. That would have been horrible. I definitely not liking the shifting on it. The gearing on it is horrible. Let's try the Supreme. Or as we know it, the Hellcat. As we know it. Try this one out. I think I gotta change this steering wheel though. I'm not dealing. I didn't realize it was wood grain. I think I want to change that. Whoa, baby. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're looking good. That blue on that with the Daytona stripe on the back, that definitely looks good. Definitely looks good. Oh my, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Struggled there a little bit. Kind of slept there a little bit. Yeah, I've got to change the gearing on this thing. That's first and foremost. Let's go ahead. We're going to take this back to the house, and we're going to put the performance transmission in it. Yeah. Gonna give this a little bit more giddy up and go. Alrighty then, one-on-ones, quarter mile. Ooh, we get to go against Fastback. Ford Mustang Fastback. Good deal. Alright, let's go. We got the Magnum in it. 440 Magnum. Hell yeah. Life in the right. Oh, I like this. This steering wheel so much better. All right, so we want this mode. So it adds a new camera, I guess, as far as this quality of life mod. It's kind of neat. Depending on if you want to get some screenshots or so, whatnot. If you don't want to have all this stuff on the screen, you have this mode without the HUD, or you have this mode. It's a little bit more floaty around, I guess, as far as in that other deal without the HUD. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can get this thing down on the strip here. Shift's a lot better, that's for sure. Come on, baby. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I like it. We even slept. Look at that. Yeah, we slept big time there. Not on purpose, it just kind of happened there. I was trying to get you a feel for that shifting. All right, well, we get to go against a truck, an F-150 Raptor. Oh, hell no. We got to beat this thing. We got to beat this thing. Never had a truck before. Yeah, we got to beat this guy. We can't let him beat us. Yeah, I like the shifting on this a lot better. A lot better. She's pretty straight, too. Straight as an arrow with that alignment. Yeah, we beat the truck. And we even slept big time. He had a really good reaction time. We beat him right at the 60 foot. Nice. What else we get? Mercedes. We already went against this guy. We already beat him. Ooh. Get to go against El Camino. Let's try this out. Let's try the El Camino. Good old El Camino. Green. Okay. If that's your flavor. Yeah, so what the performance transmission is, that's pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I like it. It's a good Class D car so far. Really fun to drive. Let's do a couple more. What in the heck is this thing? Shanghai. What in the world? Okay, we gotta go against this one just because it's got a crazy name on it. What in the world is this thing? Look at that thing. It's like a station wagon truck wannabe. I didn't know if it wanted to be a truck or a station wagon. That thing is crazy looking. Alright, here we go. We definitely can't let that beat us. Comes with the China DLC. I kind of figured that, but look at this thing. It's like a truck slash station wagon slash sedan kind of wannabe. Like, what the? We get some weird cars in these lower classes here. Holy mackerel. Alright, let's randomize. Got a Honda Civic. See if we can beat the Honda Civic. These things can be pretty fast. They're pretty small. Got a lot of giddy up. These things got some giddy up. Little Honda Civic. I think I got him. Nice. Yeah, we even slept big time. Holy smokes. So they had us set to 60. But we had them at the 330 though. That's a Honda Civic. What else can we get? We got a Ford Focus. Let's try this one. We're beating some pretty if you tune these things just right, I guess as far as Ford Focus can be pretty quick too. They got I don't know if this is the one that's got the what do you call it? The Flex engine in it. The EcoBoost, that's what I meant. The EcoBoost. Oh crap. Jumped the gun, my bad. Oh! Got a turbo in it. You can hear the turbo. See you, little guy. Definitely heard the turbo kicking in on that car. Had a turbo in it. That was funny. Let me see here. So it's an inline 4 DLC 4x4, so it's a all-wheel drive? Interesting. I heard the turbo, I guess as far as I can hear the turbo kicking in. Oh, we get to go against another Daytona. He's got a Hemi, we got a Magnum. So he's got a 1-carb OHV, so he doesn't have the Hemi. This is what you get for not putting a Hemi on your thing. Got a V8 1-carb OHV. We gotta beat this guy, I guess, as far as for putting the wrong type of engine in his thing. So he's got... Ooh, interesting color. Interesting color. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I think we smoked him. We got him big time. We even slept too. So not until the 330 we had him. Kind of slow going at that, but that doesn't. At the end of the day, we beat him by, holy crap, almost 2 seconds. Almost 2 seconds. That's about what, a 10th under 2 seconds. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ooh, Mining Firebird Trans Am. That's the Bandit. We can go against a Bandit. We haven't been in this class for a while. We get all these cars that we can go up against. Alright, let's go against the Bandit. Oh, what the heck kind of color you got on that? You gotta go with the classic black, bro. Classic black on that car. It's the only color you can have. See ya! Nice. See, you should have went with black on the car. You would have probably beat me. See, if it would have went black on the car, it would definitely probably would have beat me. And what else we got? We got another Nova. We already went against the SS Nova. Another truck. Oh, this is a Dodge Ram. Going against all the trucks. See if we can beat this Dodge Ram. Let's go against... Oh, shoot. Hold on. This view. There we go. Going up against the Dodge Ram 1500. Dodge versus Dodge. There you go. Yeah. Look at all these reaction times are terrible, but look at how much we're beating them by. That one's almost 2 seconds as well. Damn. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice little hot rod. Got a Chevy Bel Air. Let's try the Chevy Bel Air. Try the Chevy Bel Air. This is a nice little class to play around with. What the heck? Why'd you choose that color? You gotta go red, dude. Classic color for the Chevy Bel Air is red. Even if it's metallic, gotta go red. I like this little car. I'm definitely like, oh, almost pretty good reaction times between the both cars. So we were 13,493 to 14 eggs. It was actually trying to keep up with us. Not bad. Did that have a V8 in it, right? Yeah, it did have a V8 overhead valve. Another truck. So that's a Ram 3500. So we already beat the 1500. See if we can beat the 3500. This is too much fun. Too much fun. That's a big truck, too. Here we go. I think we got him. We sure did. Look at how much we slept, too. Big time. Big time. We still beat him at the 60, though. That thing is slow. You might be big and mighty, but you're slow as hell. We already went against the El Camino. We already went, so we went against a Raptor, but not the standard F-150. So we did the Raptor. Let's try this one. We having fun yet, folks? I know I'm having a blast. This is a fun little class to work with. This goes to show, I guess, as far as how much we're kind of lacking in the higher classes. What did we break? Uh-oh. I think we... No, we still made it down the strip. I thought maybe for a second there we broke something. Brax coming out, I guess, as far as trying to freak us out. What's going on there, Brax? Nice. Yeah, we beat the F-150. Next, Chrysler 300. It's got a V6 in it too. Now, if this thing beats us, we're definitely in trouble, but I don't think so. I think we got something for this Chrysler 300 with the V6. Here we go. If we don't beat this one, yeah, we definitely got trouble. Just some firemen. Nice. We're just doing some dragging. Trying this Daytona that we just fixed up here today. Alright. Ooh, look at this big boat. Holy crap. Cadillac Eldorado. 1-carb V8. It's got slicks on it, though. Look at this guy trying to be all fancy, I guess, as far as with this big boat. Let's see if we can beat this big boat. Putting some slicks on. You think just putting slicks on that thing is going to make you faster? I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Look at that thing. That thing is a... Wow, that thing is just huge. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can beat her. You missed your super van. You had a super van? We want to do a drag van. That's something else that we've been kind of entertaining here as far as to do a drag van. Yeah, we're gonna have to look for ourselves for a cargo van. Holy crap, he even had a better reaction time than I did, and we still beat his butt. Not that that's surprising. That's funny. That is so funny. What else we can get? I think we went against this guy already, as far as the fastback. Mustang fastback. Big boat for a big... nice one, Evan. Right? Okay. Oop, not that view. We're gonna go with this view. So we're going against the Mustang fastback. 69 Mustang fastback. Here we go. Man, I think he was right there with us, too. Oh, he actually beat us. We slept big time there, though. I could hear him right next to me there. I was afraid to look over. He did actually beat us. The one that slept that much. That was a good race right there. Let me see what he'd actually have in that thing. He had... This is the V8 OHV. It's a Mach 1. Mach 1. Ford Supervan 3 on was it Drag Beast? I think I have seen those bracks. I'm trying to picture that. That was like the... Wasn't it like a F100 or something like that? I think I can picture those. I think I do remember those. They had the engine was like in the front, like in between the... Yeah. And when I say in the front, was like right in between the seats, as far as the driver and the passenger. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, isn't it? You're gonna do some medieval time tonight? What kind of medieval time are we talking about? Oh, we get to go get the Ford Pinto. Hell yeah. Gotta beat the Pinto. We're having some fun with this today. I think it only has an inline 4. I think that's the only thing they had in the Pintos, if I remember right, was just the inline 4. Look at this thing. Again, if we don't beat this thing, we got trouble. They might be small, but we got a lot more power. Kingdom Come to Deliverance. Oh, that deal. That's what I forgot about that. Ford Transit with a mid-mounted power plant. Yeah, that was what I was going to think. The mid-mounted power plant. Ford Transit. Yeah, I can picture that. The Ford Transit. Yeah, you're trying to put it in perspective. Man, we even slept a little bit here by about 1/10. And we still beat the Pinto. What else we got? So we got the Volkswagen Golf. Man, we got a lot of really cool cars we can go against in this class. Yeah, I think we do got to find ourselves a cargo van, I guess, as far as to soup up there, folks. We've been entertaining that idea to do that. This Daytona is super nice, though. It looks good. Turned out nice. No performance parts other than just the transmission. It's definitely a nice little Class D runner. Oh crap, I jumped the gun. Good thing it says practice. Beat the goal, Volkswagen. That's the only thing that has beat us so far is the Mach 1 Mustang. As far as the fastback. And we did sleep a lot on that one there too, almost the same. Next. Ooh, Oldsmobile 442. This is the Wildcat, as we know it. So we got both the Cutlass Supreme and the Oldsmobile 442, which is also known as the Wildcat by generic terms. Try against the 442. So we got a 440. This dude's got a 442. So just for comparison's sake. Ooh, he's got it all black too. All slick and whatnot. Alright, let's see if we can beat him. What happened to the shaggin' wagon? Uh-oh, I think he's right there, too. Ooh. Yeah, he was right there. Yep. Not too far behind us there. I could hear him in the left lane. Sleeping big time. Holy smokes. Yeah, we did beat the 442. So, let me compare something here. So, we got one carb OHV. Now, the 442 comes from the fact that it is a 442 cubic inch engine, right? So the fact that we got a 440, he's technically got more cubic inch, I guess, as far as on that. We still beat him. We got that little bit of tuning there, I guess, as far as with the performance transmission, though. We already went against the Raptor. Ooh, we didn't go against the Camaro yet. Let's try the Camaro. Z28. The 90 Z28 Camaro. Or a grocery getter. Yeah, we did do the grocery getter. Yeah, we did get the grocery getter. We do got that put away. We got the Bruick Roadmaster Grocery Getter. That's set up for drag. Yep. That's a pretty good. That's a nice thing to run too. All right, so we're going against the Camaro Z28. Look how little that car looks as far as in comparison to our Daytona. All right, here we go. Got out of the chute a little bit quicker. Send a pic in the DMs. Nice. As far as the that Ford, yeah, like the Transit with the mid-engine. Man, what how much we sleep. Still beating them. Sleep so bad on the line, I guess, as far as, but we still beat them. So 13,774 to 14,331. Well, the only one that has beat us so far is just that that Mach 1 Mustang. Another Dodge Daytona. So Magnum versus Magnum. Both got a 6-pack. He's got sport tires. We got race. Let's check this one out. This will be a nice matchup. So we already went against another Daytona that had the Hemi as opposed to the Magnum. So we got Magnum versus Magnum in this this race. Here we go. Come on, baby. Yeah, I think this this Class D class, you know, in this one here is kind of underrated, I guess, as far as you get a lot more cars, a lot more car options, I guess, as far as to go up against. Wow, that was really close. We only beat him by about 3/10. 3/10 we beat him by. That's a really tight finish there. TIT tight finish. Okay, this one's another Mach 1. We already beat us. Cutlass Supreme, Standard. Formula. Benz. SS Nova. Another Formula. Magnum. Okay, I think we're... Oh, we didn't go against the LT Camaro. This has got the 6-cylinder in it. V6. Let's see if we can beat this guy. Ooh, it's got that nice competition orange color. Check that out. Nice looking car. Let's see if we can beat it though. Look at that V6 revving up. Can't beat this 440 power. I was gonna say, if he beat us, we got him by about a second. A little, oh, it's over a second actually. 1.2 seconds, we beat him. That seems to be pretty normal, I guess, as far as the fact he had a V6 and we got a big old V8. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Inline 4. Oh my god, we got it. We've gone against some really interesting cars here. So that Chinese car, I guess, as far as that, was kind of like a truck slash station wagon slash sedan. Now we got this thing. All right, here we go. Oh my god. This is going to be embarrassing if we lose against this guy. Jack Dog got himself some fluids. Nice. Alright, how close was that? He actually was staying with us. Look at this crap. He was only like maybe not even 5/10 behind us. This little guy was actually staying with us. That's crazy. Of course, our reaction time kind of sucked. So we were even at the 60 foot. Look at this nonsense. We were actually even at the 60 foot. Started to pull away after the 330. That's nuts, I guess, as far as how close that thing was to us. Alright, what else? We already gone El Camino. Oh, we haven't gone against this guy. 2013 Ford Mustang. We have one of these that we built. We got, yeah, we did rebuild that. We got that out at the back at the garage. It's got it silver. Is that chrome or is that silver? It looks like it's more silver. Nice looking car. See if we can beat it though. Let's see if we can beat it. Come on, we're kind of even there. There we go. Pulling away. See ya. You love the color? Yeah, it turned out really good. We got that livery on the back end to put the Daytona on there. So we beat the Ford, the modern Ford Mustang in 2013. Still big time sleeping there. 13.7 to a 14.2. What did you have in engine-wise in here? So that was just the standard. Yep. Nothing really, no major tuning or anything to it. Pretty, stock. We already went against that guy. Standard. I think we, ooh! Get to go against a Jeep Wrangler. With a Pentastar. V6. What's with all these V6s? V6s and inline fours. Like, what the heck? What the heck? Let's see if we can beat the Jeep. Haven't run against this guy yet. Well, he kind of stalled it out there on jumping out of the chute. See, you stalled it out. Yeah, we beat the pants off that guy. 13.8 to a 16.589. Wow, it's almost 3 seconds. It's the little Jeep that could. So where do you want to against that guy? Standard, Jeep, Firebird. Ooh, Hot Rod. Let's try Hot Rod. I haven't done a Hot Rod yet. Oh, listen to that Hot Rod. Y'all hear that? Oh, that thing sounds sick. That Hot Rod over there. See if we can beat her. This car here has got such a nice power range, I guess, as far as the power band. Yeah, we did beat it. Even slept once again. So 13.6 to a 14.5. Almost a second. Kind of figured that thing would be a little bit quicker just as far as that. It sounded mean. Ooh, another Mach 1. I like that livery on that. That's got a Cobra jet on it. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We gotta go against the Cobra jet. Cobra jet versus a Magnum 446 pack. Let's see how this works. 429 Cobra jet. This ought to be good. She got a little giddy up over there. Come on, baby. We got the extra power with that 440. Cinnamon whiskey. Oh yeah, you did have that. Put some hairs on your chest, that's for sure. Especially if you're just drinking that straight up. Stuff like that, I like to have a chaser with it. So 13.597 to a 13.934. That's pretty close. We're talking less than 4/10 there. That is a really cool livery on that car, I have to admit. Mach 1. Alright. Another Magnum, we already did that one. Z28. Mach 1. Oh, the Supreme. This one's a Turbo Fire. Bel Air Turbo Fire. We haven't gone against one of those. Let's try that one out. Bel Air Turbo Fire. Interesting. He got the motor sticking out of the... Nope, I thought maybe he had the engine sticking out of the... Got the scoop sticking out of the hood, but I guess not. Alright, here we go. I take a couple of swigs out the bottle till I feel real good. Yeah, I bet you do. What's going on there, Tim Duke? Cheers. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Let's see if we can beat this Turbo Fire. Bel Air. Here we go. Ah, crap. Jumped the gun. Put the brake on. There you go. We get it? We got it. 13,546 to a 13,799. Not bad. So whatever that turbo fire is, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Does pair good with the Coke though? Yeah, that's what I would say. Just chase it with the Coke. Not too strong, but not too sweet. Like you said, it put some hair in your chest though. Renault. Man, we got so many cool cars we can go up against. Try this guy. The only one that so far is that one Mach 1 fastback Camaro, the 69 Camaro. That's the only one that's beat us so far. Here we go. I'm having fun with this car. Nice. Whoa. Yeah, we had a really good reaction time. So this car definitely has the potential. You just gotta practice. 13.4. Holy crap. Smoked that little guy. That poor little Renault. What else? So we already gone against the Ram 3500. Another Dodge Daytona with a Magnum. Standard. Oh, this is a new one. Nissan Silvia. Inline 4. Alright. Why not? We're on a roll here. We're on a roll. That's a weird sounding engine. Here we go. Got a feeling we're gonna smoke this car. Nice. Yeah, we're getting better reaction times now. 13,526 to a 14,880. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. You poor little Nissan. It's a little Nissan that could. Ooh, pickup truck. So a Ford F100. So this is the Smith, what that's originally called as far as generically. Got 2 carb, OHV, 56 V8. Let's try this guy. Ooh, he's got a little something for us. Little red wagon. Get his little red wagon. Got some beefy tires on that bad boy, I tell you what. Let's see if we can beat him now. Oh, got some giddy up. I don't think so, pal. Got that 440 power. Right on. Yep, we did sleep there a little bit. He did pull up ahead of us there, so he was ahead of us in there at the 60. So not until the 330 we started beating him. Yeah, he did have a little bit something to show us. End of the day, it didn't matter. Alright, so we got another Magnum. Z28, we already did that. We already did the Civic. Ooh, a Tesla A. These are electric cars, I believe. This is an electric car. So it's a Proton ER. Yeah, electric. We haven't gone against an electric car yet. Let's try that out. Tesla sedan electric. You can't even hear that one over there. It's so quiet. That's funny. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Little Tesla there got something to show. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. So the electric car actually beat us. Holy crap. I need a rematch on that one. So if we can adjust our reaction time, and he beat us. That's embarrassing. Alright. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if we can get another Tesla. Give me another Tesla, damn it. Look at all these cars we can go against. BMW. Got a Nissan Fairlady. Oh, that's cool. Give me another Tesla, dang it. Hot Rod. Give me another Tesla. I want a rematch. Dirty Rascal's not gonna give it to me now. Chevy Bel Air. That's an Impala. That's not a Bel Air. Yeah, they goofed up on the name on that one. That's an Impala. Come on, give me a Tesla. Nissan 350Z. Another Magnum. That's an LS. That's another V6. Ooh, Dodge Charger RT. Let's do this one. Hopefully, maybe they'll give us another Tesla. That was crazy. So they got a hot pink over there. Yeah, we got toasted by that Tesla. That's for sure. He's got a hot pink Charger over there. Can't beat our petty blue Dodge Daytona though. Let's do it. Ah, crap. Gotta not redline it though. Don't redline it. Ooh, Mr. Charger over there got something to show. Hey, once we get into that third gear range, it gets as far as it's over. It's over. Yeah, we did sleep there a little bit. 13,582 to a 14,053. 106 to 102. All right, give me another Tesla, dang it. Ford Focus, we already did that. 350Z, we haven't done yet. I want a Tesla, dang it. Give me another Tesla. There it is. All right, let's do it. See if we can beat this. I'll be damned if I'm gonna get beat by an electric car. I don't think so. So this is what I was thinking was the Jaguar F-Type, which is just an all-wheel drive, not... these here are definitely electric. Here we go. Can't even hear it, so quiet. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Damn it, those things are fast. Wow. So these are like the next Jaguar F-Type. Yeah, we had a bad... I want to have no one redo that one. Rematch. Need a rematch. I need a better reaction time. We gotta anticipate. We're in the right lane. Life in the right lane. See if we got a better chance over here in the right lane. Ooh, that's a cool color on that car. Got that ruby metallic red. Here we go. Come on, baby. Don't let me down. Oh, you beat us. I saw him just on the corner of my eye. Not by much, though. 13,485 to a 13... Yeah, we had a much better reaction time there, too. 485 to, yeah, he definitely beat us, not by a lot. We saw it there. Saw him just on the corner of the eye. Those things are fast. That's crazy. For an electric car. That's cool. What else we got? So we got a Mercedes-Benz. Got that guy. We already beat that. Already beat that. Already beat that. Grocery getter. So we got one that set up drag, I guess, as far as that. We had some fun with this Buick Roadmaster. Set it up drag. See if we can beat this guy. We're going to kind of meme this thing as first, because we do have one of these of our own. I'm sure this one's set up exactly just stock. It's nothing special about it. It's got some race tires on it, looks like, at least anyway. Give them that much. Here we go. You ain't getting your groceries there that quick this time. Not this time. Big time sleep, though. Big time sleep. 13,742. That's embarrassing for that car. Almost 16 seconds. That's embarrassing. Ford Sierra. You know, I'm getting tired of just beating these guys. What is this? That's a V6. That's a V8. BMW F5 series. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's try this guy. This one sounds interesting. Yeah, we've got so many different cars that we can do in this this class in comparison to the upper classes. Got a V8 in it, so let's see what it's got. Can't beat that old classic power. Just can't beat it. Just can't beat it. 13,612 to, oh my god. You need to do some work there, pal. You got nothing from this car. So Renault, we already beat another Renault. So this one's an electric too? So it's an E1? That must be an electric car. Alright, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta get a sense, I guess, as far as if we get beat by these electric cars. We already got beat by the Tesla. If we get beat by this guy. So we're probably not gonna be able to hear it because it's electric. Nope. Can't even hear it rev up. Nice. Like we're gonna beat this electric. I think we beat that electric. Thank goodness. So unlike the Tesla, this one did not beat us with its electric engine. Alright, we already got that one. I think we've gone through just about all the cars now. We didn't do the 350Z yet though. Let's try the 350Z. Tiny Turbo, this is right up your alley as far as you're still hanging out here. Going against the 350Z. Whoops, hold on. 350Z. Here we go. Oh, listen to them rev that bad boy up. We got something for you, little 350Z. Oh, I missed a shift, missed a shift. I missed the shift. Still got him. Right now, big time sleep. A 14,099 to a 14,2. Now, if I would have missed the shift, I probably would have beat him by a lot more. Yeah, I missed that shift big time. Still beat him nonetheless. Alright, so there's that one. Mach 1. So that one previously had beaten us. Mach 1. Pressure 300. Ooh, Chevy Camaro. I don't like the way they did the body on this one here. They got the headlights way too high. Now, if they would have brought them down a little bit, that would look more like a 70s Camaro. Make 2. Yep. Let's do it this one though. I think what we're gonna do here, folks, once we get out of doing some runs here, is I think we got through pretty much all the cars. Is find ourselves a wagon, or take that back, cargo van, and get that up souped up on drag. I think that might be fun. But at least have to do some shopping for one. We need a drag wagon. A dragon wagon. We already got one grocery getter wagon. We beat the 70. Oh, it's a 71. I see that. 71 Camaro. Yep. So you do have it in there. So it's a 70s Camaro. Nice. So I feel like out of the renames, I guess as far as it's based on the quality of life mod, the only one I see that it did not name correctly is the Impala, which they did it as a Bel Air. Now they do have a Bel Air that we went against, I guess, as far as with you know, that classic look of the 57. But I feel like they did misname, I guess, as far as the Impala as a Bel Air. I think we done the Camino, Ford Focus, Raptor, Honda Civic. Yeah, I think we got pretty much all the cars done now. What is this, a Lotus? That's got an inline 4. I'm gonna skip. So we need to find ourselves a cargo van. Now I've never found a cargo van, I guess, as far as in the junkyard. So I don't know if that's definitely one that we can find in the junkyard. We might have to go between the junkyard and or the salvage, I guess, as far as see if we can find one. You put them on your own cars as far as the slotted brakes. We're talking about the slotted brakes. I think it look pretty cool. I'd like to put some slotted brakes on this one, the rotors anyway. Let's do that real quick. Let's put this to... Oh, this one's still in the garage. We gotta move it to the garage. So again, it's gonna take me a little get used to. So even though it's parked out here, it's still technically in the garage, in the parking garage. So we gotta tell it to move it to the garage, which is here. So these are the normal spots for the garage, be it A, B, or C. All the other ones are parking garage. So it just kind of moves that from... So you still got the benefit of having the parking garage in the alley, but now it's kind of expanding, I guess, as far as having it outside the garage here. It's kind of cool. I like it. It look nice if you paint the calipers. Yeah, we might do that too. Might do that too. So let's move this on to A. Alrighty then. I just like the performance brakes more for the look than anything. More for the look than anything. Okay, let's take that off. We are going to get into looking for, shopping for a cargo van too. Don't worry about that. I just want to put these performance brakes on here real quick. Might go ahead and paint the calipers. Yeah, we can do that too. I'm thinking we'll just probably paint them red. We'll just paint the calipers red. That'll look pretty cool. Gotta get these rotors off. Okay. Rotors off. Alrighty then, so we need to get 2 of those. We'll paint those. Alright, let's go to the tune shop. We got some brakes. Alright, let's go to the here. Brake disventilated. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, how come that doesn't show in there? Is that going to be like the ECUs? So we were asking that question earlier, whether or not it'll take you right to it. It's a good question. So let me try that real quick here. We're going to put... hold on. So we got to go ECU. That's going to be over here. We want to try that too. So we were talking about that earlier. Now open that, please. Thank you. Alright, where's that ECU at? That ECU's right there. So this one we got the stage 3 in it. Yep. So if we put that in the list, does that take us right to it? It does! Look at this crap. It takes you right to it. That's pretty cool. So that is pretty cool. So it actually will bring it up if you put it in the shopping list. Once you get into the tune shop, it will actually bring it up right away. So I know, Jackdaw, you asked that question. If it'll bring it up right away. This will also be fit on the back. Right, so the other thing that I was questioning is the fact that it doesn't take us to that with the brakes. We need a brake disventilated, but it doesn't show up in the, as far as the the shopping list. But the ECU, yeah, that answered your question there, Jackdaw. If you put that in there as far as in the shopping list, you get a stage 3. It does do it. So that's pretty cool. Don't know why it doesn't do that for this though. So I guess what we'll do, let's go back to brakes. Yeah, so they're all ventilated. Ventilated, slotted. Huh. We got drilled and slotted. Drilled and slotted. I think we'll get those. Now, we got the ones that are painted like this or not. Okay. I think I want to go with this one here, the 3.5. I like that look right there. Yeah, we'll get 2 of these for starters. Yeah. So other than the fact that it doesn't really take you to it from the shopping list, that's kind of interesting. But the ECU will. Let's go get the calipers painted. Let's do that real quick. We're gonna paint these red, I think. Oh, you meant a standard ECU? Yeah, I think I get what you mean. So if we can buy a standard ECU and see if we can put that into the shopping list and see if it'll take it to it. We'll see what that does. Yeah, I see what you mean now. So calipers. Let's paint these guys. Let's just paint them red. I want to do a matte. Yep, that'll work. That looks pretty cool. Let's paint that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that there too, because I'm kind of interested myself to find out their jackdaw. So let's do this. Paint this guy. Nice. Good deal. Cool. So we got some red calipers. I don't think it will if the brake discs don't. Yeah, the fact that it didn't do it for the brakes. Yeah, probably a good point. So the fact when I tried to put the brake disc as far as that I took off to go to that, it probably doesn't. That's probably a good clue. Alright, let's put these new brakes discs on. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh yeah, these are gonna look good. I like it already. Oh, that looks gonna look good. Oh yeah, that looks sick. All right, let's try the other side. Well, let me over there. Okay. We'll do this on the back too, or as well. That looks freaking amazing. Probably looks even better outside. I bet it does. That's phenomenal. Alright, so let's do the back. Calipers. Okay, get the other side. Round the outside, round the outside. It's all wording, I think. It could very well be, yeah. Because as we already pointed out, the fact that when things are named, I guess as far as really long, it doesn't show us how many we have in the warehouse if we do. So, I guess along those same types of lines. While we're thinking about it, let's go ahead. Let's go to the store. I'm going to go to this store real quick. Grab an ECU. Let's just get a Type A. Okay. And then take that out of there. Now, if we put this ECU in the shopping list and go to the tune shop, let's see if it'll actually go to it. So if it works much the brake for the brakes, then we'll have our answer. So let's go to the tune shop, which is here. Go to here, go to the ECU. It does not. So that still works the same as it did before. Doesn't take us right to it. That would be really cool if it did, but it don't. Alright, so that's confirmed. That doesn't change, but not really a loss there because it's something we're already used to anyway. So with that being said, we're going to hold on to that ECU. Yep, we'll hold on to that one. We'll put that in the warehouse along with these brake discs that we're changing out. So these here are just regular brake discs. Now I don't know. I probably can't put brake discs ventilated on the back. May only be able to put them on the front. So I guess we can find out here. Let's see here. So if we go to the store, see, all these are brake discs ventilated. So I don't think we can put ventilated on the back of this deal. But just for giggles, let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Get 2 of these. It's not a huge loss if they can't, but just to kind of confirm. Oh, we can! Are you kidding me? So even though it was originally a brake disc, we can actually put ventilated on the back. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. So we're not stuck with just putting the regular brake discs on it. Awesome sauce. Oh, we need to paint these. Oh, I forgot. So I just wanted to confirm that we can put those on there. We totally can. We go from regular brake disc to ventilated. Let's get this on here. So that's considered an upgrade on that. That's confirmed. All right, we'll put the pads on. Okay, we're gonna skip. We're gonna go ahead and paint the calipers. We already have that in our swath over here in the paint booth. Yeah, buddy. Why gotta be so close, man? There's one. Next, get the next one. Whoop. With that, and paint it. Good deal. Kind of our own makeshift Willwood type of calipers. That would be kind of neat if we could have like a 6-piston caliper. Those are definitely a whole different animal. Alright, let's go ahead and mount that on. There's a little bit of accent to it. That looks so good. So good. Alright, let's get the other side. Oh crap, I did that wrong. Caliper. And tire. Cool beans. Oh man, it probably looks even better outside. Let's get her off the lift. Now we gotta put that ECU back in here. I want to forget that. Put that ECU back in there. Yep. Should have maintained that tuning. Oop. Alright, nice. Let's move this back outside. We're gonna go ahead and put it into parking. Whoop. Now I want to see where they moved that to. Oh, see, it's gonna go black. That's normal. That's normal. Yep, that is known. It's just that transition, I guess, as far as going outside, I guess, as far as to that parking garage from the garage here. Alright, so we need to move this. I'm going to move it over to where I had it. Let's move it to... Yep, we want to swap. Go like this and put it right there. Ta-da! We're back in the same spot. Now, let me see how this looks with... oh, man, that looks good. I like it. With the drilled and slotted... yeah, that looks really good. I like that. Cool, I just had to try that out. So when you got the rims, I guess as far as to kind of show off all those components, that's kind of cool. Alrighty then. So now we got all this stuff here we can put in the warehouse. Still good stuff. Let's put that in the warehouse. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Whoop. Cool deal. Right on. Alright, so we're good there. Now, I think we're kind of ready there. Will you have to re-dyno it? What do you mean have to re-dyno it? Shouldn't have to, that's the same ECU. Oh, as far as the brakes, you mean? That's a good question. You have to re-dyno it with the brakes? Now we got the performance ones in there, let's see. Let's check and see. We'll let it drive it. Oh, we can't drive it because it's in the... This is still technically in the parking garage, so yeah, it doesn't let you drive it. So let me move it back to the garage. We'll find out here. Move it back to the garage. Okay. And let's see if it'll let us take it to the drag strip. See if it'll let us take it to the drag strip. Yep, sure does. Oh, well, what the heck? We'll take it over there. So we didn't have to re-dyno it, I guess, as far as with the new brakes. So there's that answer. Let's do a couple runs here. We'll against the pro car. We'll see if we can beat the pro car. Feel like beat the pro car today. Yeah, we're kind of cutting into some of our time, I guess, as far as to shop a little bit for a cargo van. Oh man, that looks so good with the brakes and the calipers. Oh, that looks bad ass. All right, see if we can beat this pro car. Whoop, straighten her up. Whoa, got a shift, got a shift. Come on, baby. Yeah, he caught me sleeping. He definitely caught me sleeping. Yeah, I slept there big time. Let me get a rematch on that. Rematch. Yeah, I definitely slept on that one. That answers that, then it sure does. I guess as far as needing to re-dyno with the brakes. Yeah, definitely don't need to re-dyno with the brakes. Here we go. This pro car is still beating us. Come on, baby. Damn, he's still beating us. Daggone pro car anyway. This guy, I gotta beat him at least once. We gotta get him on there. So that shifting on this one here, oh, we get the right lane. Life in the right lane. Life in the right lane. Man, this thing looks so good. Gotta beat him at least once. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. We got him, we got him, we got him. Gotta get the shifting down right. Take that, you stupid pro car. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm happy now. We got to beat the pro car at least once. Alright, so we got that taken care of. We need to try to look for a cargo van. We'll finish things off with shopping a couple places for a cargo van. We're on the lookout for a cargo van. So let's go to salvage. I don't know if I've ever seen one in the salvage here, but first time for everything. Oh, there's one right there. Nice. Rating 2290. Let's go check this one out. Ooh, okay. It's a nice fixer-upper. Man, it's missing a lot of the engine, though. Holy crap. It's got a nice base for an engine block. That's about it, though. Yikes. We don't need to get a really good price on this van. It's missing the doors. Those can be replaced. Not a big deal. But it's also missing a lot of the engine. Quite a bit of the engine. So we're going to try and bid on this. But I'm going to say no more than 10,000. No more than 10. If it goes over 10, I'm done. So 300. I will take it for 10, but no more than that. Here we go. There's some people that really want this one. No more than 10. Oh my goodness, come on now. Come on. Alright, we got it. Alright, no problem. We'll take it. As long as it was less than 10. I'm happy with that. Take it to the garage. Good deal. So we got ourselves a cargo van to fix up. Not a bad price either. Granted, a lot of the engine is gone, but we got some of these parts in the warehouse. We're going to end up putting performance parts in anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. That's a nice cinematic right there, though. It's a whole overview of the whole garage area. And voila, back at the house. Alright, so yeah, the fact that we're going to put mostly performance parts in this thing anyway, doesn't really matter. So what we need to take note of, what kind of engine swaps we can do on this. No engine swaps. That's a bummer. So we can't put a supercharger in it. That's probably the only downside with this van, I suppose. So we're just going to have to try and put all the performance parts that we can as far as pistons, intake, heads, whatever we can get into it. Because we can't supercharge it. So that's kind of a bummer initially there. So unlike the grocery getter, Buick Roadmaster, we can't supercharge this thing. That's about it. So let's take it over to the car wash. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And get her washed. I think we got this for a pretty good price, I have to admit. Be the fact it's pretty picked over. I mean, there's still a lot there, I guess, as far as we, you know, it's got the body and all that stuff to it. We're gonna weld the frame, all that good stuff. Let's do the interior. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's get this over to A. Lift A. And how much are you worth right now? Probably not a whole lot. Probably in the hole. Definitely in the hole. Not by much, though. Not by much. I kind of expected to be a lot more in the hole. So how much is the weld this frame? Oops. How much is the weld this thing? It costs us only 800 bucks. All right, let's do it. Cool. All right, frame is welded. We can confirm that right there. Frame's 100%. Body, not so much. Now, some of this might be repairable. Take the bumper off. Tail lights off. Can you get in here? That'd be cool if you can get inside that. That'd be cool. I'm digging the color. Kind of digging the color. So the fender. That one's repairable. That fender was missing. Headlights. Okay, so that grill stays on there. Okay. Windshield. Oh, the wipers stay. That's funny. I'm digging the steering wheel on it. That's cool. Let's see what we got here. So we go car status. So it's showing the bodies in bad shape. But let me see if we can get these body panels. Preliminary work, as I said here, folks. Just as far as to get it, you know, kind of get an idea what direction we want to go with this van. We're definitely going to try and put all the performance parts into the engine. That's for sure. Get this engine pulled. Probably doesn't have any oil in it, I'm sure. I'm guessing it probably doesn't have any oil. Let me see here. Probably not, because it doesn't have an oil pan. Probably a good thing it doesn't have an oil pan in it. Alright, let's get this engine pulled. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that we can't supercharge it. But like I said, we'll put as much performance parts as we can in it to make it super duper fast. Alright, let's see if we can get that engine pulled out of there. Got this moved over here. Move this over to A. Another raffle. That's going to probably be the last raffle there, folks, so feel free to grab that raffle while I'm in the process of just getting this pulled out. Pull it out. Good deal. Alright. Move this back over there. Cool. It's pretty empty in there now. A big hole. Alright, let's get this on the stand. Got to ask it some questions, so of course we got to put it on the stand. And there she be. Not a whole lot to it, is there? Oh my, she's pretty empty. You got pretty picked over. But gonna be a good start there. Nice. That's the start of our performance engine. Now we can't get a performance crank, so it's fair enough, I guess, as far as to put that original crank in there. But everything else, anything performance that we can get for that engine, we're gonna slap into it. We can get all the performance we can out of this this cargo van. Yeah, buddy. So That's what we can look forward to next time we get into this here, folks. I had a lot of fun today. We're gonna wind this thing down here. I'm starting to get super duper hungry. Later, everybody. Bye for now.